guys? That Mutt Gamer back here for another video. Guys, in this video we will see what quarterback stats actually matter, and the principle of what card we're going off of is going to be this Tom Brady. And what I mean by Tom Brady is I'm going to be looking at his key stats to see which of these stats actually matter. We're going to be looking at awareness, throw power, throw short, throw middle, throw deep, play action, and throw on the run. Now, in 1 second, you will see on the left side of the screen, you will see a video of it saying 0 of that stat. Now, the video on the right will be that stat at 99 overall. Now, I did actually do these videos before trying to show what stats actually matter, but I didn't go in depth. I didn't do a correct analysis. I got rid of all those videos. It's no longer my channel because I was kind of disappointed that I kind of rushed them. And I do not want to rush this series. This series is very, very important when it comes down to showing you guys which cards to go for, especially when in this game, you know, you want to have a particular, you want to have the best quarterback. So I'm going to be doing this for every single position. We will be starting with quarterback, and then we'll go to running back, wide receiver, and everything else. But again, left side, 0 stat. Right side, 99 stat. And I will be doing this with every single positions. So getting right into it, we will start with awareness. Awareness will be first. We'll do a 99, stat awareness versus a 0 stat awareness. Now, of course, I try to get a lot of throws with these players. Each one, I try to show off a lot of different highlights with each player. As you can see on the left side of the screen, we have 0 awareness. On the right side, we have 99 awareness. So you guys can dictate what your opinion is on which stat actually does matter. Do you think, comment down below right now. Tell me which stats you think do matter and don't matter based on these videos. I'm going to give you my final verdict after each one goes through. So once we get on to the next one, I'll give you my verdict on this one. But what I want you guys to do is make your own opinion. Obviously, my opinion is going to be very different than yours. You might think a certain stat matter, and I might not think a certain stats matter. But obviously, you can make your own verdict down below. But as you can see, this awareness, 0 awareness, 99 awareness. So I tried my best to make sure I got plenty of throws with each stat. So it wasn't just like a one throw test run. It was a plenty of throws test run to make sure that I got enough data to show you guys, because I did not want to I would make a hypothesis on what stat I thought mattered, but I needed to make sure I had enough data to back it up and stuff like that. Now, of course, some plays, as you can see right there, we hit him. If I tried to get rid of all the plays where I got sacked or whatever, if I left one in, I am sorry. I think I left one in earlier, and that one, of course, right there, that wasn't his fault. The halfback just didn't turn around, but I left in how he reacted, how he played. And with awareness, that comes down to how aware he is. Now, my opinion is awareness does not matter to any player because of the fact that awareness, all it does is boost you overall. And I feel like that's the only reason the stats in the game. I don't think it matters. But 99 throwing a run versus 0 throwing a run. So obviously, both of these, this is a very key stat on a quarterback. And, this will actually make you select a certain quarterback from another quarterback. So obviously right there, I accidentally left in when I got sacked. My bad. Sometimes I'm gonna mess up and do that, but I tried to make sure. I got a lot of game film, so I was trying to make sure I didn't leave any of the quote unquote sorry, not quote unquote, the sacks in there. But obviously I messed up a little bit. So right here we got throwing the run again, and he's gonna throw it to the left. And when it comes to throwing on the run, you guys can give me your feedback down below. Obviously, I mean, that is kind of tricky because as you can see, all these plays, what I'm trying to do is roll out and throw the ball while my quarterback is moving. And when I'm doing that, it's kind of tricky to break down, is he actually throwing it on the run or is that just his accuracy? And if he had all good accuracy, is he, technically speaking, he's just throwing an accurate pass, even though technically it's on the run. It's very, very tricky to break down exactly if this is, is this because of his throwing the run, or is this because of something else? So You can give me feedback down below what you guys are thinking. Obviously, it's kind of tricky and it's kind of hard to, pinpoint, is this his throw accuracy or is this just his throw on the run? But all of these plays I was throwing on the run. So right here, we were all looking at play action. And obviously, play action is another key stat on the quarterback when you got to look at, is his play action 99? Is it, what's the play action as? And as you can see, we have Tom Brady in both sides of the images. And we're just trying to see, is, Tom Brady, the quote unquote, the best, play action quarterback in the NFL? Is there a difference between his 99, stat with Tom Brady or a 0 stat? And again, you can give me feedback down below. I don't think that I can't tell any difference, and that's the whole point of these videos, guys. My point is, can you guys tell the difference? And that's the biggest thing is, 0 stat versus 99 stat. And I guess play action is supposed to be, how much does the defense actually react to the play action? And I guess a better overall should make the defense react better. I'm guessing that's what the difference between 99 and a 0 with play action is. The players should act differently. But I don't know. I mean, definitely, I don't see much of a difference. But if you guys see much of a difference, I would love to hear your feedback down below. Tell me if you say, oh, no, see, this is why, it matters differently. But I'm just showing you guys the game film and everything like that to show you. Now, 0 is throw power to 99 throw power. Now, this one was kind of obvious, but I am going through every single category, guys. I know throw power might be like, well, obviously throw power matters. Like, how could it not matter? It's, you can tell when a quarterback can't throw it farther than another quarterback. And I know it's obvious. Okay, some of these stats, when we're going to running backs, I didn't do speed because, that was, that's not mean obvious. It's like, it's actually a thing. But all these different stats, I had to go over the obvious ones. I know it sucks. And I know it's stupid. You might be like, oh, well, come on, don't go over throw power. I have to, because that's actually, that's a stat. And this series is what stats truly matter. And I got to look at every single stat to see if it actually matters. So I know you guys might, be shaking your head like throw power is so stupid to look at. But you know what? We have to give an equal test to every single stat. Again, speed we're not doing just because of the fact that, speed, also speed's on every card. So also, that's another thing. I mean, speed, you can't really test speed. It's on every single card. But we are looking at every single quarterback stat that is on that card. And again, throw power is. So I just want to stress that enough that throw power, even though it's obvious, it's technically on the card. We have to look at it. So next one we have here is going to be throw accuracy short. So this is, of course, if you're 10 yards away and I throw you a pass, I tried to make sure I made these passes within like 5 or 10 yards because it's very difficult to hit throw accuracy short, middle, and deep. So obviously there's no key situation of how many yards each category represents. So what I tried to do was short was 5 to 10 yards. I tried to make middle 20 to about 40 yards, and then deep about 50 plus yards. So obviously there's no exact stat on what a short, middle, and deep pass is, but I tried my best to be able to kind of pinpoint or accurately pick what stat that truly is. So obviously there's no key situation, but I'm just going to try my best to be able to pinpoint, and that's what I did in this one. So obviously 99 short throw accuracy, and then 0 short throw accuracy. And obviously for this one, I'm just going to give my opinion that, yeah, it does matter. Accuracy matters. All three, short, middle, and deep, I think they all matter. They all, if someone has 99, they're going to throw the pass better. And I said this with Aaron Rodgers when I used Aaron Rodgers' Team of the Year card. That card plays like no card I've ever seen in my life before. It's an amazing card, and obviously that's the reason why. Is because his throw accuracy does matter, and every single accuracy matters. So obviously, some of these are going to be obvious. And when we go through, quarterback right now, but halfback, wide receiver, fullback, whatever player we're on, we're going to have a lot of stats that are kind of obvious, guys. But the point of these tests is it would not be fair for us not to look at every single stat. Because if we're going to go over, this stat, that stat in the third, we have to give an equal opportunity to every single stat to see if every single stat matters. So although, yeah, you might be like, oh, come on, that's obvious. Everyone knows accuracy matters. We have to look at every single stat, because if it, who knows, like how many people knew awareness didn't matter for quarterback. I know a lot of people think awareness does matter, and I guess in a way you could say I kind of debunked awareness, and awareness doesn't matter. Play action. A lot of people buy cards because of play action. Play action doesn't matter. Throwing a run. In my opinion, throwing a run doesn't matter. I didn't see any difference between the Russell Wilson throwing on the run on the left side or the right side. So, there's a lot of stats that you might look at and be like, well, yeah, that's obvious. Throwing the run matters, and it doesn't look like it matters. So you guys can give me your feedback down below what you guys think. And of course, some of these plays, again, I am sorry if I do get sacked. I thought I took them out, but some of the plays I forgot to take out. But yeah, so throwing the run, awareness, and play action, in my opinion, does not matter. But again, that's just my opinion. Give me your opinion down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys think I'm completely wrong, or not completely wrong. Just say down below. You can do a list. You can do like, okay, these are the ones I think that matter based on the video. Blank, 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 blank. Do it like a category, And I would love that. Just don't be rude. Don't be mean. I do these videos just to help you guys out. Just to show you guys what stats actually matter. So you don't, go out there and pay what, a million coins for a 99 play action quarterback. And that's also why I do card reviews. I'm starting to do card reviews more, guys, because I don't want you to go out there and pay a million coins to figure out this card is crap. I want to figure it out for myself, show you guys the crap, and then you guys can, make a decision. Okay, well, I saw how he plays, and now I know whether to get him or not. I want to show you guys so you guys know if you guys want to get him or not. I don't want you to spend the coins and then figure out that the card's crap and you don't want to get him. I want you guys to see how he plays, and then so you kind of, that's kind of like how I'm going to do every single new card that comes out. I'm going to try my best to be able to do a card review of it. So if you guys are like, oh, that card looks awesome, I want to add it to my squad. Hold up. Watch the video, the card review. Watch how he plays, and then decide that. And that's also why, like the Adrian Peterson, I did the gameplay, or Adrian Peterson, Brandon Marshall, and the other two guys, Derek Johnson, AJ. I did a gameplay of him right away. And I did a card review the next day because I want to get that video out right away so you guys could see how they play. And, if you were deciding, hey, should I pick him up? Should I not pick him up? You don't have to make that decision, in a week. You can make the decision right away because you see a card review of it and, a gameplay of it. So that's pretty much how I'm doing all these videos, guys, is I'm trying my best to be able to, show as many gameplays, many videos as possible. And as you see on the right-hand side, I forgot, I by accident left that in. But the right-hand side, that's actually what I was doing for all these games. Or not all these games, but for some of the plays. I was going through and trying my best to find plays that were actually, where the throw was actually deeper. They had deeper routes. Because a lot of these plays don't have deeper routes. And I didn't want to just throw streaks the whole entire thing, but a lot of times I had to because of the fact that a lot of plays don't have deeper routes. So it kind of sucks, but it's just how I had to do it. Obviously, I realized this, this video is not going to be 100% perfect. And I tried to, I tried my best with this video. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you do slap that like button. You subscribe to the channel if you're new. And again, this is just to help you guys out to see what stats actually truly matter. Obviously, some stats do, some stats don't. Peace out, guys.